And I was telling you that the major application of spectroscopy is to find the structure of unknown compound. So that means in organic chemistry, the spectroscopy is basically used to find out the structure of unknown compound. So if you have any unknown compound, we can find out its structure by using spectroscopy. So we can find out type of functional group it has and the structure, type of bonds, we can find out with the help of spectroscopy. So the major application of spectroscopy is to find structure of unknown compound. So depending upon types of electromagnetic radiations, we can have different kind of spectroscopic methods. What were those? I told you yesterday also. So anyone?
Sir, UV spectroscopy,
Yes.
uh, infrared, te nuclear magnetic resonance.
So you have visible spectroscopy in which UV and visible radiations are used. You have infrared spectroscopy in which IR radiations are used. And you also have NMR spectroscopy in which kind of radiations are used in NMR? Radio waves. Radio waves are used in case of NMR spectroscopy. So these three are basically in your syllabus, and we will study them.
Okay, sir.
Now, apart from that, there are other techniques also there, like microwave spectroscopy or X-ray spectroscopy or gamma ray spectroscopy is also there. So before going to this spectroscopy, first of all, we have to see what are these electromagnetic radiations. So as their name suggests, these electromagnetic radiations are radiations which consist of both electric field and magnetic field. Physics ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ. And how these electric and magnetic fields, they are oriented
Perpendicular to each other.
perpendicular to each other. So like this. So if this is your electric field, then this is your magnetic field. Both are perpendicular to each other and they oscillate perpendicular to each other. Moreover, these electromagnetic radiations can be described or can be distributed depending upon their energy. Now, what about sound waves? Are they electromagnetic radiations? Sound waves?
No, sir.
No, they are not electromagnetic radiations. They are just mechanical waves. Electromagnetic radiation, they have both electric field and magnetic field. So before further going, let us discuss other important terms. So very first one is wavelength. So what is wavelength? Anyone?
Sir, distance between two consecutive crests or troughs.
Okay, any other student? I am not teaching only one student. What about others? They are not responding. Hanji, any other student? 404, Anshika?
Yes, sir.
Wavelength?
The wavelength is the distance between two crust and trough. One crust and trough.
Two successive crust or troughs. What is crust and troughs?
Sir,
You can see over here, screen visible in Mary. So
yes,
the
sir.
point where amplitude is maximum and trough is a point where amplitude is minimum. So distance
Yes,
between two crust or troughs will be your wavelength. And what is the unit of wavelength?
Sir, जो length ਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ meter.
Your length
SI
is
unit.
same होएगा because it's a distance. So it will be either meter or you can say nanometer or angstroms. Okay, so it's a unit of distance. Next term is frequency. So how you define frequency?
Sir, ਇੱਕ point ਚੋਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ waves ਗਈਆਂ 1 second ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ.
Okay, there was one other student who was speaking. Who was? Hanji bolo.
Sir, number of
cycles.
crossing the
Okay,
point.
okay, wait. Let this Kunal was there. हाँ जी बेटे बोलो.
Sir, number of cycle.
Number of cycles. Okay. Suppose you have any point is there. Number of waves that crossed this point in 1 second is frequency. So very simple. Number of
Yes,
waves crossed a given point in 1 second will be frequency. So it will be cycles per second. Cycles per second मतलब किन्ने cycle एक second ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ point ਤੋਂ pass ਹੋਏ ਨੇ. And what's the other unit of frequency?
hertz, sir.
Hertz. And how frequency and wavelength are related to each other?
Sir,
Inversely
frequency is
proportional.
equal to C by lambda.
lambda is equal to C lambda.
They're inversely
3 meter.
proportional to each other. So frequency is given by symbol nu. So you can write nu is equals to C upon lambda, where C is a speed of light. What is wave number?
Sir,
Sir,
reciprocal.
number of waves per centimeter या meter ਇੱਕ length ਚੋਂ per unit length ਚੋਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ waves pass ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ?
If you have a per unit length, suppose you have 1 centimeter length, so this length consists of how many waves, that will be your wave number. So it is basically a reciprocal of wavelength. Okay, so it's a reciprocal of wavelength. So it represents number of waves per centimeter. Number of waves per centimeter and represented by nu mar, and it's a reciprocal of wavelength. Energy of electromagnetic radiations, E is equals to
H nu.
H nu or Hc upon lambda, since nu is equals to C upon lambda, where H is Planck's constant with value 6.625 10 raised to a minus 34 joule second, and of course C is a speed of light. Here a simple term ਸੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨੇ. Now next is, what is electromagnetic spectrum?
Sir, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ electromagnetic radiations ਨੂੰ in the increasing order of wavelength ਜਾਂ decreasing order of energy ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
Yes.
Arrange.
Electromagnetic spectrum is the arrangement of different radiations either in order of their increasing wavelength or decreasing order of their frequency or energy. As wavelength and frequency, they are inversely proportional to each other. So we have electromagnetic spectrum like this. So you can see towards this side, there is an increase in wavelength, and towards this side, there is a increase in frequency. So highest energy radiations are gamma rays. So these are highest energy side, and this is lowest energy side. So your radio waves, they have a maximum wavelength.
Sir, ਇਹ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ wavelength ਸਭ ਦੀਆਂ?
ਨਹੀਂ ਬੇਟੇ, ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ. You have to remember important one. You have to remember infrared, UV visible and radio waves.
Sir, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ nanometers ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਵੇਂ 200 to 400 UV ਦੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ, 400 to 800
ਉਹੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ.
visible. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ sir.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬੇਟੇ, ਉਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੀ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਗੀ. So this is UV visible, electromagnetic spectrum. So you can see this electromagnetic spectrum consists of numbers of electromagnetic radiation. So you can have a different kind of spectroscopic techniques. अगर radio waves use करांगे ਤਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ spectroscopy ਹੁੰਦੀ है? थोड़ी देर पहला दस्या मैं.
NMR sir.
NMR.
अगर infrared use करांगे
IR spectroscopy.
IR spectroscopy और vibrational spectroscopy. अगर UV visible use करांगे
UV visible spectroscopy sir.
UV visible spectroscopy और electronic spectroscopy. अगर X-ray तो X-ray spectroscopy and gamma rays is also used.
Gamma spectroscopy.
So here in our case, we have to start with the UV visible spectroscopy. So first of all, if we talk about the wavelength of UV visible radiations, UV visible light is in between 200 to 800 nanometer. So from 200 to 400, it is UV, and from 400 to 800 nanometer, it is visible. So both components are there. Okay, so let us begin with principle of UV visible absorption spectroscopy. So as this is absorption spectroscopy, so there is a absorption of electromagnetic radiations. So we have discussed yesterday also, when light falls on the matter, what processes can take place? What happens?
सर यहाँ तो एब्जॉर्ब हो सकती है या ट्रांसमिट हो सकती है, मतलब वो सर ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੱਲ ਪੜਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਿਕ ਲੈਵਲਸ ਵਾਈਬ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਤੇ ਰੋਟੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਵਾਲੇ.
Yes, so it can change energy levels in a molecule. And as I told you yesterday also, okay, here. So as I told you yesterday also in detail, what energy levels in a molecule we can have?
ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਿਕ ਵਾਈਬ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਤੇ ਰੋਟੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰ.
Electronic, rotational and vibration. ਇਹ ਬੇਟੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਿਪੀਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਜਾਏ ਓਵਰਵਿਊ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਹਾਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ.
ਓਕੇ ਸਰ.
So whenever light falls on a molecule, it results in an increase in either electronic energy levels, vibrational energy levels, or rotational energy level. Maximum energy gap किसका होता है?
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक का सर.
Electronic, then vibrational, then
वाइब्रेशनल देन रोटेशनल.
ठीक है. And when energy is absorbed, when energy is absorbed, when radiations are absorbed, when energy gap between the two energy levels become equal to energy of incident radiation. Suppose this energy gap between the two energy levels is E is equals to Sc upon lambda. Suppose this energy gap is 220 nanometer, corresponding to wavelength 220 nanometer. And suppose we have incident radiations of light in between 200 to 400 nanometer. So at which wavelength absorption will take place? I will ask to a particular person. Yes, Navdeep.
Yes, sir.
बेटे कल क्लास लगाई सी.
Yes, sir.
ਤਾਂ ਦੱਸੋ absorption ਕਦੋਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ electromagnetic radiation ਦੀ? When absorption take place?
सब
Energy of incident radiations
जब एनर्जी ऑफ इंसिडेंट रेडिएशन इक्वल होगी तब अब्जॉर्प्शन होगी.
become equals to what? When energy of incident radiation become equals to
सर इन वेव जो सर दोनों बैंड गैप में जो एनर्जी डिफरेंस होगा उसकी इक्वल होगी.
उसके इक्वल हो जाएगी. When energy of incident radiation become equals to band gap or energy difference between two energy levels. तो मान लो अगर अपन 200 to 400 नैनोमीटर की लाइट इंसिडेंट कीती है एंड दिस एनर्जी गैप इज इक्विवेलेंट टू 220 नैनोमीटर. इसकी एनर्जी किसी वेवलेंथ के बराबर है 220 नैनोमीटर दे. तो किस वेवलेंथ के ऊपर एब्जॉर्प्शन होएगा?
220 नैनोमीटर्स ते
220 नैनोमीटर के ऊपर. और किसी वेवलेंथ के ऊपर नहीं होएगा, कितने होएगा? सिर्फ 220 नैनोमीटर. सो इफ यू
सर जे ज्यादा होए एनर्जी अगर जेड़ा अपना इंसिडेंट रेडिएशन है एब्जॉर्प्शन ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ.
absorption तो तभी होगी, but it will result in a higher, it will result in to the higher states.
सर मतलब आप ये बोल सकते हैं ना कि मिनिमम.
मेरी गल सुनो, it is not necessary like that. ठीक है, it's not necessary like that. मान लो ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਚੇਅਰ ਹੈ, ठीक है?
हाँ जी सर.
और ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੈ ਕੁਝ ਲੋਹੇ ਦੀ ਰੋਡ ਹੈ, मान लो, ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਟਲ ਪੀਸ ਹੈ.
ठीक है सर.
और ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਊਟਰ ਸਨ ਚ ਰੱਖ ਦਿਓ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਧੁੱਪੇ ਚ ਰੱਖ ਦਿਓ, ਸਨਲਾਈਟ ਚ ਰੱਖ ਦਿਓ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ
बराबर पै रही है, सनलाइट कंसिस्ट ऑफ मैनी वेवलेंथ, यूवी भी है, विजिबल भी है, इंफ्रारेड भी है, ठीक है, कंसिस्ट ऑफ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਰ
कंप्लीट इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक स्पेक्ट्रम है। एब्जॉर्प्शन चेयर ਦੇ ਮੋਲੀਕੂਲਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਲੱਗ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਟਲ ਰੋਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਲੱਗ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਰ
એનર્ਜੀ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਲੱਗ ਰੇਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਲੱਗ ਰੇਸ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਬਜ਼ੌਰਪਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਬੇਟੇ, ਫੰਡਾਮੈਂਟਲ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਰਿਮੇਨ ਸੇਮ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ એનર્ਜੀ ਹੈ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਮੈਗਨੈਟਿਕ ਰੇਡੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ, ਇਟ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਬੀ ਇਕੁਅਲਸ ਟੂ ਦੀ એનર્ਜੀ ਗੈਪ ਆਫ ਦੈਟ ਮੋਲੀਕੂਲ।
ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਇਨਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਰੇਡੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ એનર્ਜੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ ਇੰਨੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ।
ਬਟ ਉਹੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨਾ, ਅਗਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਗੀ ਉਹ ਰਿਫਲੈਕਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ।
ਓਕੇ ਸਰ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਰ ਸਮਝ ਗਏ।
ਕਲਰਸ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ? ਕਲਰਸ ਤਾਂ ਐਵੇਂ ਹੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਾਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਐਂਡ
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
ਇਟਸ
sir।
ਆਲਸੋ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਅਪਨ ਦੀ देयर ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਿਕ એનર્ਜੀ ਲੈਵਲਸ। ਐਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਮੋਲੀਕੂਲ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਿਕ એનર્ਜੀ ਲੈਵਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਅਗਰ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਮੋਲੀਕੂਲ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰੋਨਸ ਨੇ ਮੋਲੀਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੋਲੀਕੂਲਰ ਆਰਬਿਟਲਸ ਹੋਣਗੇ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਰ
ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੈਨ ਆਲਸੋ ਐਬਜ਼ੌਰਬ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟਲੀ।
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਰ ਸਮਝ ਗਈ। ਹਾਂਜੀ
Okay, so the fundamental principle remains same. Absorption of electromagnetic radiations take place only when their energy become equals to energy gap between the two energy levels. So that's the
Excuse me.
principle of absorption spectroscopy. So it is also written over here and it's written in the book also. So we have a different energy levels, ठीक है। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक एनर्जी लेवल की एनर्जी मैक्सिमम होती है, then vibrational and rotational, okay। And when absorption take place, when the energy of incident radiation become equals to the both energy levels. And in case of electronic energy level, absorption take place in the range of UV visible radiations. The UV visible radiations the energy hundi hai, it is enough to cause change in the electronic energy level. So we have also discussed the necessary condition. And the
Excuse me.
instrument which is used to study this interaction, either absorption or emission of electromagnetic radiation, is called spectrometer. So what is spectrometer?
ਸਰ ਜੋ ਸਪੈਕਟਰਮ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ।
जो spectrum record करता है, so it's an instrument which keep record of amount of wavelengths which are either absorbed or transmitted by the substance. That is called spectrometer. So this was principle of UV absorption spectroscopy. Now in the next lecture we will discuss about the UV visible spectrum, and there is one important law, Lambert's-Beer's law. So that we will discuss in next class.
Excuse me, sir.
बोलो बेटे।
Sir, ये electronic